Hi.
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 Greetings from Berlin to London, and I'm really glad talking to you three, Freya Allan, Kevin Durand, and Owen Teague, three of the main protagonists of the upcoming Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Glad talking to you. Let me start with Owen. Obviously, it's a question you've heard probably a lot these days. You have to fill big footsteps by following Andy Serkis as probably the main chimp of this Planet of the Apes storyline. How is it for you? Is it more joy that you got this part, or is it more like a nervous feeling you got?
Well, it's both, but it's mostly joy. I mean, the funny thing was like obviously you feel a lot of pressure, going into it, and I did, but once we sort of started the process of Ape School and filming, all that kind of went away. Thankfully, I think because Wes is such a good director and such a lovely person, and because I was surrounded by a cast we were just so close and having so much fun that like I didn't, I remember when I showed up in Sydney to shoot, there was this immense sense of like, oh my God, I have to do this. And then I didn't feel that until after we wrapped. And of course now I'm feeling it a lot, but God, while we were making the movie, it was just pure joy. It was just so much fun.
You just mentioned the ape school you took for a few weeks. How was it? You and your co-stars, you were bonding like that? I don't know, Freya, did you also take part at the ape school, or were you just left out because of being one of the best humans standing?
I no, I did dip my toe in there. I did. You guys terrified me on like my first day because they had this ritual that they did. And they told me to close my eyes, and then before you know it, I was being lifted in the air and transported around it was bizarre. It was like some sort of cult. But it was lovely to be welcomed in with warm arms, literally. And yeah, no, I just like did a lot of crawling around and eating apples and being freaked out by you.
Yeah, I was pretty scary to you.
You were.
Yeah.
When we look at Noah, or Owen, your character, Noah, we see this young chimp exploring a world he doesn't know exists before. But then also we see Proximus Caesar, played by you, Kevin, which is a pretty powerful ape in his time and has built his own kingdom by now. And he is looking for more power, for obviously ancient technology. How is it to portray like this so powerful person, this powerful chimp, who realizes this Planet of the Apes?
It was glorious. It was so ridiculously fun. My dream when I became an actor was I always just loved the idea of being able to fully immerse and disappear into characters. And there's always kind of a limit to that because of my stupid face. So no matter what I play, no matter how I change my accent or how I change my mannerisms, I always see my face. And with this one, it was just so phenomenal to be able to just completely drop all of my human vanity. Because we all look in the mirror in the morning and sometimes we go, oh, you don't look bad. But most of the time I go, oh God, guys, that's what I look like. And that's what humans do. We're always concerned about how we look. So when you're playing characters, no matter who you're playing, there's always a little tiny voice going, wow, you look at playback and you're like, I leaned into that a little much. Whereas with Proximus and these characters, I was able to just not work, all of that disappeared.
It's so freeing.
Yeah.
The process of performance capture is really you just get to become this other thing, and it's like a level of freedom that you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
in the
I mean,
craft.
Owen and I would get to the end of takes and they would yell cut. And then we'd eventually look at each other and we'd both be shaking and tears would be streaming. We're like, what the heck was that, man? Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It was a
so much fun.
complete immersion. Yeah, really fun.
I know it's kind of a part of the job, but doesn't it feel sometimes also a bit weird when you are in this full motion capturing suit, which should take every step you make and then later transform it to this chimp optic we see? Is it sometimes a bit weird when you perform yourself? Obviously, it's your job, you love it, but how does it feel when you see yourself at a set with it?
It's strange because you're doing it with a bunch of people that you've already been rehearsing and playing with. So it didn't feel weird at all. It felt weird up until Owen came up to me the first time I went to set, and he basically came up and said, "Come and join the playground." And I took his hand and we went out and we played out in the field together and just had so much fun. And then from that moment on, it didn't matter if I had this helmet on with the dots on our faces and whatnot. It was just really, really freeing. Yeah.
You get used to it in about a week.
Yeah,
right?
really quick.
It's really, at first it feels weird to have all this technology on you and you look kind of silly and there's a camera, but like within days, you forget it's there.
Everybody's buying into it.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like we're, downtown at a coffee shop wearing this stuff, acting like apes. Everyone around us is like, right. So
and it really worked out. Thank you very much for your time and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.